chill. Sipping all this codeine, my baddest bitches on X pill. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000.
Welcome to another episode of Around the 412. I'm Tyler, and with me, as always, are Smitty and Herb. What's up?
What's going on?
All right,
Didn't have his mic. That's it. He wasn't ready.
let's continue the discussion that we were just having.
All right, so we were talking about something that I'm pretty sure most people saw on Twitter, and I said, start the show. We're going to talk about it because most people probably saw this tweet and they were thinking the same thing themselves, is why would you need 8 hours to finish this McDonald's big box, if you will?
Yeah, it looks like 2 double cheeseburgers, 2 burgers with a hash brown and bacon on it. 2. Herb said they look like empanadas. I said they look like scones.
They might be pies.
It's something that our
well,
McDonald's doesn't have. Whatever
yeah.
it is.
Like, I have no idea what that is. And then chicken nuggets. I'm gonna guess that's either 10 or 20. And then it looks like 10, but it looks like the box is deeper, so it might be 20. And then
It could be
large
sitting on
large fries, 2 large
open
Cokes.
box.
Like that is child's play.
Yeah,
That in 8 hours.
Like I said, 8 hours is essentially the amount of time you could. That's like 2 meals. Like,
Yeah.
so you could eat half of that. I mean, there's different ways to go about this. Like you said, one thing an hour.
Literally, you could have one of those things.
But the way I would do it is divide it into 2 separate sittings. You have an entire 8 hours now. The what's gonna suck is the food getting cold.
Yeah.
But I got an air fryer. That's very good for heating stuff up. So
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
I mean,
Shit.
I just eat it all in one sitting. I don't care.
Yeah.
Easy
So
clap.
you can go that route. You can go, like he said, one thing an hour for 8 hours. Because there are 8 items there, right? It's
There are
4.
let's see,
say there's-
four burgers, fry to 6. Okay, so 6 at the fries. Whatever those 2 brown things are, they're like triangles,
Mhm.
and then the nuggets. So I guess there's not including the nuggets. There's 8 items. Oh, and the drinks, but I'm not really counting the
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah, the drinks are whatever.
But chicken nuggets are chicken nuggets. Like, eat them.
Yeah, eat them. Want to give a shout out to, even though the Pirates did not get to play a game today, we did have a fan of the show, Dakota, rocking one of our shirts. You can find him on Twitter at Let's Talk Bucks. Pretty cool to see somebody repping Around the 412, even though Around the 412 wasn't there. So he's actually from Milwaukee. Ryan texted me that he wanted to meet us, and I was like, great. Is he going to be at the home opener? He's like, no, he lives in Milwaukee.
Shit.
So I was like, well,
A little bit of a problem.
yeah, that's a little bit of a problem, but hopefully he gets out to PNC at some point.
That's deep in
Third
enemy
game of the season.
territory too.
Yeah. Exactly. The only thing that could be worse if he lived like a block from Wrigley.
Well.
But anyway, I also, all right, like I've been teasing this so much. I finally put up a couple pictures, and then if anybody saw, Jeff tweeted us the picture of the stuff he's sending.
He
So
just put
we
it out
can
there.
finally, like, I'll just officially tell everybody what exactly is going on with that stuff. We talked about it a little bit. The Horse Nickel Foundation that we are, well, I'm like deeply involved with it. These guys love doing the stuff that they do for it, so we all kind of have that connection now. We do a show there live for their wing bashes. At the wing bash event, there's a giveaway thing. Like, when you buy a ticket, you get tickets
Chinese
for the
auction.
Chinese auction. Yeah, that's what. That's the words that we're lacking there. But anyway, so there's prizes and stuff that you can win, and obviously I decided to reach out to these guys and see if they'd be willing to give anything. And Jeff, it hits a little home for him because he lost his mother to cancer back in 2015. So, and then Travis, obviously his girlfriend went through something. So like they both felt that connection and wanted to jump on board. And Jeff was even like, hey, when I'm in Pittsburgh officially, like, I want to get more involved with this thing.
Oh.
So, like, these guys were all about it. So if you guys saw the picture of the stuff Jeff's sending, and then Travis sent one of his broken bats from actually a spring training game that he played in with the Pirates, and then his cleats, which it was kind of funny. He told me he hit them fine. They are Adidas James Harden cleats, and they are kind of low cut.
Yeah.
He said he could not play the field in them. Like, there
Yeah.
was no ankle support on
Ugh.
these things. So they are worn by Travis, but just for, like, batting cage.
Now, do they have spikes in it, or are they like those no spike cleats?
I didn't even look at them.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't pull them out and looked at the bottom of them, so I don't know.
Gotcha. You showed me a picture of them, right? Or you tweeted it or texted it to us.
I think I put it on Snapchat or something.
That's
yeah.
what it was. They looked like ones without the actual spikes.
Hmm.
So you could wear them every day, technically, if you really wanted to.
Yeah, if you want. I'm curious to see, like,
Yeah.
yeah, if the person that wins those, like, wears them as cleats.
Yeah.
Hey, here's the
As
number
opposed-
3 prospect. His cleats. Go wear them in your game.
Bold strategy.
Your adult league game.
Joey
Wow.
said, guys, I'm on the run from the fan police. Do you have a place I can hide out?
Oh, man.
Mm,
Hide underneath their nose. Filipponi's house.
I would say Herb's basement here, but doesn't it flood sometimes?
Oh, yeah.
So that's not a good idea.
You can go in my basement where we recorded last week.
Yeah. It's a nice cushy basement.
It's nice. It's finished.
Yeah. What did you say about Filipponi just now?
Hide at his house under their nose.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say ask Filipponi where you shouldn't go, and then
Yeah.
But anyway, the whole point of that was that June 1st, Horse Snow Foundation's hosting another Wing Bash. Be awesome to see a bunch of people come out, and there's gonna be a ton of giveaways, just like with this stuff
Oh.
alone, and that's not even all of it. Like
Yeah.
there's gonna be stuff that's non-sports related as well, but for us specifically, that's what we got to focus
Yeah.
on. So
So
And yeah, we get it. The NS9 podcast is that
yeah,
day, too.
yeah,
We
so,
get it.
So the NS9 has their live podcast that day. It's also Chris Archer bobblehead day. So it's we get it. At the same time, and the game's at 4, of course.
Yeah.
So what time are they starting that though?
My guess it's going to be about
Is it
1 o'clock.
Okay. So you could, if you wanted to, go hang out with those guys for like half of their thing or whatever, and then come down, be part of the Chinese auction, and then watch the game there with us.
Yeah.
While the event is still going on.
Or
Because
the
I
other-
would assume that the Chinese auction stuff won't start until
Towards
like
the end.
3:30, 4-ish.
I was
Yeah.
say that's normally later.
Yeah.
And don't let Ryan or Donardo convince you. We can't go to both.
That's Ryan. Yeah, I was
That's
texting
just
Ryan. Okay, we can't go to both.
Yeah, I mean,
Ryan's been up there with bad
if
takes
the
recently.
game started at 7,
Yeah, he's pulling.
I
a
would
Shannon.
be all about like going to the game straight from the event.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, but it's at
but-
4, and the event's not even over at 4.
Exactly.
Sad. Pick better days, Donardo.
However, we are trying to have a live podcast during.
Yeah,
the
we're
game,
not going
so
to go
we'll
to
see.
yours, but come to ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
Well, they won't have something else going on probably. Those guys don't do anything else.
No.
All right, so let's jump into sports. Start out in the NFL because we liked it the least. No, I'm just kidding, but
Well.
it's just not in season.
As of right now, it's pretty much irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean, we got the draft just not even a full month,
Yeah.
but it's
Couple
almost the end
weeks.
of March here. So
Yeah.
but anyway, that's really the only thing to look forward to at this point. Jordan Howard was traded to the Eagles from the Bears.
Basically nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they were just trying to get rid of him, I guess. I mean, I think it's a good and he's a free agent at the end of the season,
Yeah.
so whatever. But I like it for the Eagles.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
to have a year of Jordan Howard for, what was it, a 6th-round pick?
It was a 5th and a 7th, I thought.
Oh, okay,
It was
whatever.
like a conditional 7th or something.
So whatever. And then the Raiders signed Brandon Marshall, not that Brandon Marshall, the other Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, and Isaiah Crowell.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what to make of these moves. Brandon Marshall didn't seem like he had a whole lot left, and Isaiah Crowell, I can tell you, he doesn't have a whole lot left.
So who is their
so-
back? Their running back?
Well, they're still waiting on Marshawn Lynch, but they said
right.
that that's not really gonna affect their draft plans, and they also have Doug Martin there. So I don't know what they're doing with these running backs. Yeah.
Just a bunch of ragtag misfits.
And then they have Jalen Richard, though he's basically a receiver, and I think DeAndre Washington's still there as well. So
that team is so weird.
yeah, they're gonna have 5 running backs competing for 3-ish spots.
3-ish, mainly 2.
Hi friends, I'm driving home from Cincinnati, but I'm here to listen along.
Hey,
Driving home from Cincinnati without seeing a Pirate game. Wow.
at least you didn't go to Detroit.
You know what? I texted Ryan Platt
Uh-huh.
about this, and I said, imagine going to Cincinnati and not even needing to see a Pirate game. He said, imagine driving to Detroit and seeing them lose by 10.
No, not 10-1. 10.
It was one hit.
Yeah, we had one hit.
But at least we got to see a baseball game.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Plus,
saying. I
We're
was like,
talking 2017 Pirates against Justin Verlander. What were we expecting?
yeah, if we're picking, I think ours was a better situation because we saw a game. No matter what the outcome was, we actually saw a game be played. They went and they sat in the park for like an hour and a half, and then they were told to get
That's
out.
unfortunate. You know what? Let's
That's
start
really unfortunate.
Let's start a campaign just at the Pirates and tell them to do something for everybody that made the trip. Get them tickets to a different game or something.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks is like it's not like a home Pirate game where that happens and they
Yeah.
can get a voucher. Like they can't
Yeah.
get anything.
I mean, the only thing, like, I'm not sure if Ryan was telling me originally he was planning on being there for Sunday, too. I don't know if he still is, but, I mean, okay, at least you have that.
So
but
he'd
for
pull
anybody
a-
that's coming right back,
He'd pull a Saturday, Sunday, and then come back Monday for the home opener.
I guess.
Dedication.
I'm gonna guess he drives home after tomorrow's game or something.
If he's not driving back now.
yeah, so I don't know if his plan stayed the same, but originally he was going to be there Sunday
Yeah.
as well. Someone said maybe Mr. Big Chest can play some running back for them, too. All right, add another person to the list of running
Hey,
backs there.
yeah.
He can do it all.
Speaking of Ryan, in some of his recent pictures,
Yeah.
I told him I was like, I don't know, because his birthday just happened. And I was like, I don't know if you look like 24 or 44. Like in some of his recent pictures, he looks like an old man.
Yeah.
I
I haven't paid attention.
seriously, he thought it was hilarious, but
The consistent 5 o'clock shadow.
yeah.
Dude.
I texted him today. I was like, dude, you look like you're 45 in that picture, like the group picture. He looks like an old
Dude.
dude with a bunch of kids.
Yeah, he is so much even taller, too.
Yeah.
That he's got
Oh,
Mitch
yeah.
in that Dakota standing
Yeah.
next to him, and he just is towering.
I saw
Oh.
that, and I'm like, I'm glad I didn't go.
Yeah,
like-
imagine if I was on the other side of him,
Yeah.
I mean,
Imagine if I was behind
and
them.
then you on the other side of me.
Mitch has a girlfriend, but I wonder how he would feel if he was single about that Tinder thing, the height verification.
We're gonna have to ask him.
Let's just put it out there now. If you're in the chat, if you're listening in the past, tweet us. Tell us.
Tell
How do
us,
you feel?
are you short?
Are you short, and are you happy that Tinder is now letting you verify your height?
So we mentioned the McDonald's thing. I don't know if we mentioned that the other thing that we were talking about before we
This is
started.
a sports show.
The Tinder height verification edition
Just don't be short,
on the newest
Omega
on the
Lol.
newest update.
Just don't be 6'5", or else your neck hurts all the time.
I am.
What is short to you guys?
Anything under 6 foot. To me,
Ooh. For a guy,
For a guy, yeah.
yeah, for a guy, anything under 6 foot.
I'd say 5'10", under 5'10".
Yeah. I was gonna say 5'10" or less is considered short.
Yeah, and I'm like 5'7". So,
Yeah, you Sergeant Ross, like
But-
that little trio of you.
but if it matters,
The troglodytes.
if it makes a difference, my bones are like 6 feet tall.
Yeah,
That's why I have the condition.
and
that I
that's
have.
why your knees are
Oh.
60 years old.
So that's what the condition that I have, ostrich slaughters, is my.
Oh yeah, I have
yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah. Well, what the?
Yeah,
Okay, so you should be like,
I was supposed to be 6'11".
good God.
I was projected to be 6'11".
Oh my God! I was just saying, if I have the height of my bones is somebody over 6 foot tall, but they're just scrunched together because I didn't grow into that,
Yeah.
and you have the same thing. Yeah.
I honestly thought you were gonna make a dick joke at first. The size of
No, no.
my bones is 6 feet tall.
Wouldn't have been bad, but no, perfect timing. Amanda said, "I'll be seeing you all Monday." Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Left field.
Who tweeted about the Tinder thing? You tweeted about the Tinder thing?
I
He
did.
tweeted about.
Oh,
the
you
Tinder-
quoted. You quoted.
Oh
it.
yeah, I just said just don't be short.
All right. Well,
just gross.
easier said than done.
I'm sure they make pills to make your like growth plates reactivate. I don't know.
HGH.
If they have pills to make your hair grow again, I'm sure they have growth
Which I
pills
should
to make you-
also
Do they
get
have
in on.
pills for hair growth. I thought it was just.
I think you can take like pills to like reactivate like hair follicle crap. I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
All
Why
right, sports.
You planning on going bald?
No, it was just
I am.
well.
You've got a solid 5 years of hair left.
A solid
I don't
5.
know if I'm gonna give myself 5 years.
You
Just
might
gonna
just go
shave it?
bald.
Yeah, like by choice.
Skinhead Smitty.
It's happened before. It's happened before.
Yeah, and that picture is shocking to anyone who sees it.
Yeah, have you seen like the one that's like fully?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I have.
Okay. I was making sure that you didn't think I was talking about the one where I have the stupid
No.
self-cut.
No, the reason the reason it was fully gone is because you cut your own hair
Yeah.
and made yourself like that.
Oh man, I forgot about that picture. It's not even. It's jarring.
When you cut your own hair, you had the
Yeah.
same hair as Tim.
Yeah.
Essentially, his was just longer.
Yeah.
Mhm. His is super long.
Now it is.
His is super long right here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. It's been like
Got nothing on the sides.
2 years since he cut his hair like that. It took him that long to grow it out.
Dude,
It
by
would
the
take
w-
me 6 months.
by the way, their Uno game.
Oh, I didn't.
I'm
Oh
not
my
even. I'm
God.
not even joking. That was the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. What- not just as streams. I was thinking about it as like that is one of the funniest things I've ever
Ninja's
watched.
Hyper is back.
Oh, he was. It was hilarious.
I was gonna say, was he just getting shit on by Uno?
Some of the games, yeah, and it was just funny because so like you know how he has like dark mode
Yeah.
on his Twitch. Well, for this one under his little cube where he is, it said super dark. So he was literally saying whatever he wanted, and he was back to Ninja's Hyper, and oh man, Tim made out though.
Yeah.
Tim got over $5,000 of subs. So he got like $5,400 of subs.
That's crazy, dude.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Speaking of subs.
Dude, they were. I mean, they had a game where each one was doing. The game was for 100 subs, 100 gifted, and then they won, or they like.
They were wagering between each other.
Yeah. So like it's
Oh.
they started off doing 20, and then they moved up to 50, and then they did 100. And if you won, the other 3 had to gift you 100 subs, so you got 300 subs.
So in all reality, he got 2,500 in subs technically because Twitch takes half.
No,
They were doing tier
they were-
2 as well.
Well, they were also doing tier 2, but like that's taking half of out of it already. He made
Christ.
5,400.
Good God.
Yeah.
Let's talk about sports.
And whenever they won the 100 one, he won the 100 one. They did double or nothing, and he won again. So that they were wagering.
I would remove any affiliation.
They were
The way-
wagering
the way he was
$3,000.
winning- The way he
on
was
that
winning some games
I would
was nuts.
not be his friend after that.
one. It was so toxic. It was hilarious. I love it.
I have to go watch the YouTube
They
video.
Like
need
the
to,
one where he switched cards
Uh-huh.
and had Uno, and it was already on the yellow 7 that he
And
could
he
double
could just
down on.
yeah.
It was nuts. The plays.
Oh
Dude,
man.
the clip whenever Ninja just can't get a green card.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen Tim laugh that hard before. Oh man.
Okay, NFL.
Yeah. So anyway, back to football. Landon Collins will not wear Sean Taylor's number 21 for the Redskins, which is
Good.
a good move. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody expected that he was going to,
That'd
but
be-
he's going to wear number 20 there. Who was? I think it was Clinton Portis, former Redskin, that said, he shouldn't wear number 21.
Yeah.
Jordy Nelson retired
Yes, he did.
after being released by the Raiders, who we've already talked about quite a bit.
Are you surprised?
The only way that I thought he should still play is maybe like a reunion with the Packers.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't think his knees would withstand it.
but
though.
there was like no talk to that.
Yeah.
So I'm not at all surprised.
He's had his knees blow up twice in the past 3 years, right?
One was in a
Yeah.
preseason game against the Steelers.
Yeah.
So,
And then he won comeback player of the year.
yeah.
Like the next season, he caught 15 touchdowns. So good thing for the NFL. Instant replay for interference.
Ed Bouchette disagrees with you.
Both non-calls
care.
and calls.
Yeah, I don't either.
What? Okay, I didn't
He
see
says
his.
he was on Starkey and Cook.
So okay, this wasn't a tweet.
Is
No.
he thinking it's taking too much out of the game,
He
like
said-
human element?
Yes, he said, now when are we going to start reviewing holding calls? And this is a human sport, and it's going to take forever. And it's like, no, your refs are so bad that you need to do this.
Yeah, I mean, holding to me is a little different.
Yeah,
because,
it's a major thing because you're placing the ball where the foul happened. It's
yeah,
not a 5 or 10 yard penalty.
Also,
Yeah.
holding happens every play.
That too.
right.
mean-
Exactly. I don't know when they decide to call it. Like obviously ones that are egregious, but as far as like the ticky tacky ones where you know that's happening on every single play, I don't know how they decide when they're
And
going to call
apparently they're still keeping it at the ref's discretion, even with the
What?
review. Pass interference.
it. What do you mean they're keeping it the rest? Like they're the
While they
they're not a-
review it, it's going to be, do you think it was pass interference? No. Okay, no.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they have like a people in like New York review it?
I
Kind of
agree
like
with that.
in
That's what I heard. I
kind of
could
like
be wrong.
because in the like NHL they have goal calls reviewed in Toronto.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you do the same thing with that?
They're also wrong on a good few of them too. But
I don't know. It's going to be, regardless of what it is, it's going to be improved from not having it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I'm also all for what the Kansas City Chiefs proposal was. Like, they kind of like asked teams to bring something to the table when they do this. And the Chiefs would like to see both teams get a possession in overtime. And that's
White.
that's ongoing. Like they tabled that.
Yeah.
And they're going to look more into that, I guess, in May. So that's still a possibility to be implemented before next season.
Fair enough.
Don't get why it's not a thing now already. But who knows? Maybe the Patriots aren't even in the Super Bowl last year, if that's a thing. So
They shouldn't have been, but
we'll see.
Did you see Sean Payton talk about the Joe Hayden play after they approved that they're going to be able
he
to
did.
review it?
Yeah,
he say?
he had already talked about it. Like, people were making it seem like
I didn't
he
see
hadn't
him
already.
say anything about it ever.
Yeah, he said we were the beneficiary on one of these calls before,
Mm-hmm.
and he referenced the Joe Hayden play in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what he said this time, but
Basically the same thing. Like if they would have had this already, then the Steelers probably could have been in the playoffs.
yeah,
Yeah, you're not kidding.
right. Speaking of real quick, going back to the pass interference thing, the Bengals were the only team that opposed it. 31 of the 32 teams
What assholes? What
were all
assholes?
for it. And I can't. What team was it that brought the? There was a team that brought to the table as opposed to an onside kick, a 4th and 15.
I don't know what team, but I did see that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that isn't happening.
Yeah.
that didn't get
A
half
4th
the,
and 15, you get one chance to. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
So would you have been for that or? No?
I don't know that I'd necessarily be for it, but I think it'd be interesting to watch, like
Agreed.
for like a season or something, or even just one game.
Yeah. Oh, Shane Lechler
Shane Lechler
retired.
retired. Yeah.
I didn't have
Thanks,
that on here, but that was
Pat
like
for
6
that
hours.
breaking news.
Why did
Pat
he actually?
McAfee was like the one who was like, "It's official."
Who?
He retired. Pat McAfee.
No, who?
Shane Lechler,
Who?
He's a punter.
the
Oh.
best punter.
Yeah, he's like a 6-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Well, he's a punter, so unless you're Pat McAfee or what's his name? Marquette
King.
King. Yeah, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, so you basically have to do something outside of punting
Kicking.
to be
Either
known.
that or you punted for the Steelers,
Yeah.
Which
which is why I know like Jordan Berry, Brad Wing.
I wish I didn't know Jordan Berry or Brad Wing.
Brad Wing. Yeah.
Was there anything left in
Did
football?
we ever talk about
Oh.
them extending Berry?
No. You know why?
No, yeah, it was so.
Because it doesn't matter.
It was the same thing. Like,
But at the same time, it does.
it was like the same day as Chicolo, and
Yeah,
The
because they
thing
announced
with-
them at the same time.
yeah, the thing with it though is I saw people saying all that is them essentially giving him the opportunity to win the job again next year
Mm-hmm.
because there's no money like on the second.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, there's no money on the second year, and there's very little on the first year. So if he doesn't win the job this season, though I fully expect him to, unfortunately,
The
then they
second
can
half
cut
of the
him and
season wasn't bad.
the thing with him is he knows how to pin teams,
Yeah.
but
He can't
kick for distance. Yeah, so it's only good if like the Steelers are punting from midfield, and I don't even ever really want them to punt from midfield.
Yeah.
So, like if they're at midfield, I'm like, go for it, play it like it's Madden.
Do you think Boswell wins the job?
Watch him not miss a field goal next year.
It's
Because apparently, again, he was playing with a torn groin.
right.
Apparently.
Okay, well that's dumb on his.
Yeah,
That's dumb on his part.
Yeah.
I think that he will be the kicker next season. And I kind of expect him to be. Obviously, I don't think he'd be as bad as last year, but I don't think he'll be as good as the previous year. I think he'll probably be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. He was too good.
But kickers are so like.
Expendable.
Well, the thing is, when they're good, it's like okay, whatever. When they're bad, it's a huge liability.
Yeah.
Question: did Sean Sweezum retire officially?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he came back and was like helping
Yeah, he
out
was-
Boswell
yeah.
last year and stuff.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I mean, once he tore his hamstring, that was it.
Gotcha.
So,
Ooh,
Um,
that just sounds bad.
but
In the freaking Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
What a field.
What a waste.
But my thing is so Boswell won as many games for us
As
he lost.
Yeah.
last year. Like the previous year, he won as many games as he lost last year.
Mm.
Kickers once they lose that mental toughness
Mhm.
that they're going to make every kick, that's typically the end. I mentioned before, I've only seen like one kicker come back from a terrible season like Boswell just had, and that was Mason Crosby with the Packers. He missed like 10 kicks in like 2013 or 14, and then was lights out.
Cody Parkey
all
may
season.
never have a job again.
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Blewett, by the way.
Blocked,
And-
by
and-
the way.
And typically
Yeah.
it's like just needing a change of scenery.
Yeah.
Like if Parkey goes somewhere else, he might be lights out. If Boswell goes somewhere else, he might be lights out.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll
Where
see.
did Blewett sign?
Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's their new
Nice.
kicker.
All right, so should we do baseball or hockey next?
Hockey.
Okay.
Because I
So-
missed the game last night, and I'm curious to see what you say.
Oh, okay. So last night was
I
an
didn't-
interesting game.
I didn't watch.
So, from what I saw, I'll just say it now since I can't say anything about the game itself. Pekka Rene. What is going on? Stopped everything. Like,
Yeah.
just brick wall 2015 Pekka.
Should have had a shutout.
Yeah. And Murray made all the timely saves, but that's about it.
I mean the Penguins were controlling the game. Like they started out slow
Yeah.
and fluky redirect where Craig Smith is literally turning and just happens to
Fire it.
touch the puck. No, like Matt Irwin fires it from the point.
Oh.
Craig Smith is turning it and it hits his stick, bounces down on the ice and then goes in.
You hate to see it.
So it was just a fluky redirect. That's like a minute and a half into the game, and then the Penguins were basically the better team from
Rest
there
of the way.
on. And then
Yeah, they had 22 shots in the first period.
yeah, the Arvidsson power play goal. Goodbranson, he's in a tough spot because his skates were opening up because he was trying to slide over, and as his skates are opening up, that's when the shot was taken. But at the same time, he's screening Murray, and he doesn't block the shot. So, I mean, he's kind of in a tough spot. But
Damned
that's
if you do, damned if you
yeah.
don't. Yeah.
And then they scored a third. Oh, Subban turned and fired one that I don't even know. I didn't watch the that was like when I turned off my TV as soon as it went in the net. So I didn't see the replay. I don't know exactly how it got through. There was some traffic in front, but and then Bukestad obviously broke the shutout.
So
but
ultimately, you can't blame
Penguins
that
to
game on
me-
Murray.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, you score one goal and it happens with like less than a minute left. But I don't think Murray was the reason they lost. I just think that Pekka Rinne was the reason the Predators won.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he had a 40 save shutout going for basically the entirety of the game, which is crazy because he was playing in Pittsburgh. I don't know if he didn't realize that or what happened, but no one told him.
No pressure.
Yeah. But that was just last night's game. They played, well, really, that was only one of two games since we last recorded, right?
Yeah.
So Monday against the Rangers, we didn't see Lundqvist.
No. Man, I cannot say anything good about an athlete anymore. Because
Why?
then they just turn
This
into
idiot.
ass.
Why?
He said that
If anyone
We're
thinks
gonna
it's
get-
going to be an easy win, they're wrong.
because they're going to be introduced to what's his face,
Georgiev, whatever the hell his
Georgiev.
name is.
Mm.
He's not great. He's good. And then
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
well, you
okay.
made him
Yeah.
out to seem like a Vesna winner.
He had like
in
a
that
No.
tweet.
he had like a streak where he was like ridiculous for them,
yeah,
but
and it kind of stopped with that game.
Yeah, he let up 5 goals.
wasn't great.
No.
But what happened? Bluder scored 2. Gensel had 1. Did Phil get 1 in that game?
I don't think so.
No.
I cannot remember for the life of me.
Colin?
Yeah,
Colin had that one that he just
Colin. Yeah, came from behind the net and sniped it over his
then
shoulder.
Rust.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
I think
That's what I was
Rust.
forgetting
And
about.
Jugs. And Schultz.
What?
Jugs got the first goal.
Bukestad, Schultz, Colin, Bluder,
Yeah.
Bluder. Okay,
Mm.
never mind. We were actually losing in that game,
Yeah.
2-0,
Yeah, and then just the Rangers gave up.
because Brendan Lemieux looks like he might be.
That's Claude Lemieux's kid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
God. Just like his dad, too.
He looks like he might be the type of player that like is very good against the Penguins.
Yeah.
And he's the way that he flopped to draw that one penalty. SMH, but it worked. So can you blame him?
My mom
Yeah.
kept asking if he was Mario's or like related to Mario. I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, Claude.
Mom,
Unless he's related,
come on.
unless Claude and Mario are related, I don't think so.
no.
Doesn't Lemieux's son play though? But he's not that great.
Austin, yeah. He was, I don't know, down in West Virginia or something
Yeah. Can't
playing,
remember.
but I don't know what he's doing.
He was given a pity contract somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
My friend played hockey with him when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
They
Well, he
played on
came.
the
He
Pittsburgh
actually came to
Predators
like
together.
I can't remember where he was at a stick time, but one of my friends saw him there, and he was like, "How is this Mario's son? Like, he's not that good. Like
Yeah.
you would expect that he would be, but
Okay, then.
Hey, but if it
The-
wasn't for him, Mario wouldn't have came out of retirement. So
What is that emote?
thanks.
thanks. That's a Charizard.
That's what that is?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell from here.
D-Dom. Yo. So anybody that's in here, what you just saw in the chat, go click that person's name and drop them a follow and watch them play Apex.
Yeah, because we don't. Play Apex.
I was just saying, because we don't watch? I watch them all the time. Non-Pens related news. Did you see Schmaltz's extension with Coyotes?
Yeah.
7 years, 5 point something.
41 million, yeah. 7 years, 41 million.
I guess you need a third liner that bad?
I don't know. They just got money to throw around like this.
Kind of.
It's like,
No one's going to sign there.
uh,
I
that's true.
really doubt anyone's going to sign there.
Yeah.
Austin Matthews, no.
They need to
Eric Carlson is free agent after this year.
get in the playoffs first.
Man.
Which they're 3 points out of now?
Who, Vegas?
Same-
Yes.
No, the
three.
Coyotes.
Oh.
I think they're 3 points out of the play.
For some reason, Vegas came to my mind, and I'm like,
Who, Vegas? I was like,
I have no idea why.
they're 3 points out of the
I was-
playoffs.
I was like, they
after
clinched.
they just had a huge game with the Avalanche and lost out on that extra point. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Damn. I really want to be right about them.
McKinnon's goal, disgusting.
That was.
Yeah, can we get somebody to do something like that in a shootout?
Absolute filth.
No.
Our closest one is probably Letang.
I have a request. Please, Nashville beat the
Why
Blue
am I holding
Jackets
my
tonight.
focus?
I don't know. I just want the Blue
Please
Jackets
what?
to lose.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nashville plays the Blue Jackets.
Just please just mop the floor with them.
Yeah,
Make
well, the
them
Flyers
miss
were eliminated
playoffs.
today.
Hmm?
The Flyers are officially eliminated as
Oh.
of today.
Cool. So
Oh, make the Blue Jackets.
Montreal's the last one.
Yeah, if Columbus misses the playoffs,
It would be great.
what happens with that organization?
Everyone leaves. All their free agents leave, and Yarmo's gone. That's exactly how it is. You did what you could, but you failed.
How about Torts?
Oh, he's gone. 100%. Whether it's his choice or not.
Man, there's not a team that has more riding on this last week of the season.
That shouldn't even be battling for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be.
Like, they were in prime position to be. I mean, look at the way that the division is kind of like a race now.
Mhm.
Washington
Kind of ran away with it. in the
getting
past week.
getting 2 points against Carolina without giving up any, and then us losing to the Predators, is kind of like, I think it's Washington's division at this point. But the fact that it even like got like close, and Columbus should have been involved in that. Like,
Yeah.
they should be the team that is there with what they did at the deadline, and instead they're fighting for their lives to make the playoffs as opposed to win the division.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
Crazy.
talked about it on Spit and Chicklets, like about Columbus, and that's how I knew. That they said since Duchesne got there, well, I don't know. They won like 6-2 the other night, so I'm not sure if this is still valid. But Panarin only has like one goal since Duchesne got there, and Pierre-Luc Dubois has like 0 points in his last 11 games.
And he himself's a 20, 25-goal scorer for them, right?
Yeah. So they collapsed at the wrong part of the season.
A team collapsing after the trade deadline that just acquired Matt Duchesne? You don't say.
And they're gonna lose everyone.
What
too.
if this becomes like a thing where teams
Avoid Matt Duchesne?
actually like buy into this about Matt Duchesne and no one wants him in free agency,
If it happens this year, I think they will.
and then the Pens swoop in for $2 million?
And then miss the playoffs.
and then miss the
and
swoop in for $2 million.
could you imagine? They miss the playoffs after signing Duchesne and just go, we're buying you out.
Oh,
He'd have to retire.
Smitty read a tweet on the way here. Kotkaniemi in Montreal is a healthy scratch
Yeah.
For the third time this season, actually. Yeah.
because he's too tired because he's an 18-year-old.
Yeah, he's not fully prepared for the grind
Yeah.
of this stretch. He's got-
Who do they have that's better than him, even if he is tired, to healthy scratch him?
Max Domi?
I mean, he's their first line center.
Yeah, that's about it. If that.
As far you mean, so like who's replacing? Who's coming?
Yeah,
into the
who's
lineup?
replacing
Yeah.
him?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know. Well, he has. So the reason, well, not necessarily the reason, but in that article it said something about like 0 goals, 2 assists in his last 11 games.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure
he
the
has,
rest of the team is great too.
Yeah, he has like 34 points on the season or something.
I'm just wondering, like, they're trying to fight for the playoffs too.
Yeah,
So wouldn't you play your best guy?
and who are they playing tonight? Who are they scratching him against? Because they're playing the Jets. Okay, I thought they were playing like in a 4-point game, like they were playing.
Well,
one of the
the
teams.
last game of the season they play the Capitals,
Okay.
so we're gonna be cheering for the Capitals to win that probably. Unless the Capitals lose like 3 in a row, we're not gonna win the division. So,
Yeah.
and we'd have to win all 4.
But I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not worried about dropping into the wild card, but like I feel like us and the Islanders is the matchup.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll probably be cheering for the Capitals to win just so we want the 2 seed, and they have the 3.
Who are you saying plays the Capitals?
The Islanders do. The last game of the season.
Oh, I was talking about the Canadians.
Oh.
That's why I was like, wait, what do you mean No, okay. So the Islanders play the Capitals the last game of the season. Our only like division game left is, or not division game, meaningful game left is the Hurricanes tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because after that we play the Red Wings twice and then end with the Rangers.
If we lose to Red Wings even once, if we go to overtime, I'll be pissed.
If we what?
If we go to overtime, I'll be pissed.
In any of those 3 games?
Win in regulation in all 3 of them.
Yeah.
They're bad
I-
teams. Put them in their place.
Like Jack Johnson said, though, guys are fighting for jobs next season. That's what those teams are playing for.
Yeah, well, he should be fighting for a job too. he should have to fight for his job, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've put the thought of the division away. Now my thought process is let's get this 2 seed and get home ice against the Islanders.
Yeah.
Because the Islanders have 2 points on us with the same amount of games played. We play Carolina tomorrow, who could jump us.
Yeah, we'll be
And push us
tied with
back into
them
the
if
wild
we
card.
lose tomorrow.
That'd
So
be interesting.
most likely scenarios are us against the Islanders, whether it be home or away, or us falling into that 1 wild card and having to play in Washington in the first round. Washington the first round as opposed to second round, though.
Could you imagine falling back into the second wild card?
That ain't happening. But and then all of a sudden you got to play Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
And
Upsets
then-
Tampa in the first round.
Yeah, that would make the rest of the league happy, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
Tampa would probably be pissed.
Yeah.
We were going to play Montreal, and now we have to play Pittsburgh.
If Tampa doesn't make the conference finals, they're going to be pissed.
They should at least make the conference final. If they don't make the Stanley Cup, they should be pissed.
Yeah.
If they don't win the Cup, they should be pissed.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just said, I feel like the most pressure is on the Jackets because of what they did at the deadline. But
I feel like the most pressure to make playoffs is on the Jackets. The most pressure to win the Stanley Cup is on Tampa because everyone's saying they're going to.
yeah,
The Blue Jackets need to, though. If they want to keep anyone, they have to go deep.
That's what she said.
I'm just thinking like all the assets that they gave up. Like the Lightning are obviously the best team, but that was already
Clean
like
cut.
yeah, already there, start to finish. They're the best team in the East.
In
So
the East.
yeah,
The
well,
league.
but I'm saying weren't the Predators leading the league for a while in points?
In like November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay,
But
anyway.
I'd still say the most pressure is on Tampa.
Yeah.
Kind of like whenever Washington won back-to-back Presidents Trophies. Most pressure was on them.
Yeah.
I think it's the same kind of similar scenario for Tampa. They were clear-cut the best team, so they're expected to win.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, they've been to the conference final and even the final 2 years recently, but they haven't won the cup in either one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15
So-
15 they lost in a series they should have won against the Blackhawks.
Mhm.
in the Cup final. Then they lose to us in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference final. Then somehow they miss playoffs the following year, even
Mhm.
though by the time playoffs came around, they were probably the best team in the NHL.
Yeah.
And they just took too long to get hot. And then lost in Game 7 against the Capitals last year, or Game 6.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Either way, they lost in the Eastern Conference final again. So
Mhm.
they're probably hungrier than every other team. They're probably more pissed off than every other team. So
And
Yeah.
they have 3 players that are in the top.
10 in scoring.
I'm just thinking players, not necessarily like scoring.
Oh, okay.
Just like Kucherov, Stamkos, and even Braden Point. Like, and now, I mean, Hedman's probably one of the top. Is one of the top defensemen as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Vasilevsky, like, you got to get something out of these guys.
To me, honestly, I think Vasilevsky is their biggest flaw because he is the past like month and a half. He's been too hot and cold.
Sounds like another Tampa goalie that used to be there.
Ben Bishop,
Yeah.
who I didn't realize how ridiculous of a season he's having in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
He should probably be up for the Vezina. We'll see if he is.
Chewing.
Tobin's been good too.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Also, yes, chewing.
How about well, just because we're on the topic of goaltenders, Robin Lehner ripping Buffalo.
Oh, what did he say?
He just said, like, thank God that I'm out of there. It's a negative environment
Well,
and stuff like that.
it's Buffalo.
Yeah.
What do you expect? They got nothing to do.
That's what they got nothing to do up there. It's not,
All they have
Very
time to do is
negative.
It's all
shit talk
negative.
everyone.
Last couple things to touch on. Mata is back.
Yeah.
Played for Trotman, which I was curious to see if they would do that,
That
just because they love their lefty-righty.
Dumoulin went to the right side.
So I kind of, like, when I saw Mata's playing, I was like, all right, well, this is where Pedersen comes out. And then it ends up being Trotman. And I was like, okay with it. But
Yeah, Trotman. Ugh.
yeah.
now, with Letang being out, when he does come back, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Then Pedersen's out. You'd imagine.
Yeah.
I'd guess.
Unless Mata sits.
Since they already put Mata back in the lineup, I don't imagine they're taking
Well,
them taking him out.
you cannot with Mata back. You cannot have Trotman in your lineup. You cannot.
Yeah, and I just like I mean, since you put him back, I just don't see them taking him back out.
I don't know. I feel like if they put him on a line with somebody else, they wouldn't take him out. But the fact he's with Duma, I think they will.
He played 15 and a
Well, I
half
think that's
minutes.
just because they don't want to touch anything else.
Probably.
So it was obviously just like his first game back, so there's probably, some easing
Rust.
in there. But he played 15 and a half minutes, which is the lowest of the defensemen.
Oh wow.
Jack Johnson only played 2 more seconds than him, so
What
take
if
that for
what
it
if one of the
But
tank-
Pedersen played 19 and a half. Goodbranson played 18. Dumoulin played 20. And Schultz played 25.
lit?
Wow.
Yeah.
What if when Letang is back, they go Letang, Dumo, Schultz, Mata, Gabranson, Johnson?
I'll explode.
I honestly wouldn't really care if they went Gabranson, Johnson. At least
You-
if for like a game to see how it looks.
You know what?
Well-
Because that defensive pairing could beat people up.
If they don't just skate by him.
Well, I was just saying,
Well,
after
I mean,
watching
they're,
them,
they're probably going to skate by anyone who's on that line besides Letang or Schultz or Dumoulin. Our defensemen aren't exactly good at good at stopping people on a rush.
Well, yeah. But Jack Johnson's already bad enough. Goodbranson might be okay. I wouldn't sacrifice Goodbranson to play with Jack Johnson any day.
I wouldn't I wouldn't touch Johnson Schultz. Not that like they've necessarily been like great, but they've been playing together, and the team's been
I probably
okay
wouldn't
with it.
either.
And
So-
Johnson
Just
has
saying.
been horrible.
And watching now, obviously it's with one less man on the ice, but Johnson Goodbranson on the penalty killing isn't pretty.
No, it's bad.
So
It's really bad.
I'm not putting those two out on the ice together. Well, that was actually the last thing in hockey.
The fact they're on the same team still boggles my mind.
It finally happened.
The two
People have
worst
been wanting it.
defensemen.
People have been wanting it. Well, what it does is because they're Penguins, though, and there's no possible way for them to be the worst when they're Penguins.
Yeah.
Now somebody else is the worst.
Unless your name is Derek Brassard.
Yeah, that's true.
That was so disappointing.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
What a failure at life.
Well, you could
How
argue
nice.
How's he doing in Colorado?
not great.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm curious now. I'm gonna.
Is he their
I'm gonna
second
look.
line?
So
center?
literally, him getting traded here and the way that he reacted to it has just turned around his career.
Pretty
in,
much.
in,
the
a
opposite.
negative.
I would say
yeah.
in the opposite way of that normal phrasing.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of phrasing, you said wouldn't be surprised, and I called you out on it,
Yeah, and then Sarge got on you.
and you didn't
Yeah.
say anything back to me.
Yeah, in my head I was furious,
In my head, I was like, ah.
and I was like, I'm not responding to this. We can talk about it later, because I had already given a prediction on it, and the only reason that I used that phrasing was to explain to somebody who didn't know the scenario what could happen with the Pirates.
Doesn't matter.
4 goals, no
So
assists. in
that is
16
why
games.
I said, well, and I don't even think I said what exactly did I say?
It
I
wouldn't
didn't-
surprise
It
me.
wouldn't surprise me. Okay, yeah, all right, that's right. It wouldn't surprise me.
I'll
Same
say,
thing.
don't even try to make it sound different. That's
It's
just
the same thing. Yeah.
It's a different way to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I
if
just love,
if I, did
I
take-
get called out on it, or I did whenever I used to say
but
when I
did you
would say
delete
that.
did you delete any tweets where
No.
you said that? Why can't I find any?
Because they
You
made
said
it
that
seem
much.
because I didn't say it that much, but people hated when I said it.
I
Apparently.
know, but I couldn't find a single thing where it said that.
I never deleted a tweet that said
You know what I
that.
think it was? I think he says it more on here.
It might have been, but the people
I'm
acted
just
like
trying to think of the
people
thing
act like I said it every sentence.
I'm trying to think of what
Wouldn't be surprised if I did.
stemmed the whole thing.
It was Sarge, I'm
It
pretty
was
sure.
it was Sarge and Cody on Twitter always constantly talking about it.
Yeah, but
And-
how did it? I'm just trying to think of where it came from.
This
if
is
it
too
was-
good.
If it wasn't on Twitter.
This is too good.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I was talking about.
Well, I think Cody's in here. So Cody.
Sorry, Cody.
So Cody, we need to hear where this whole thing started because I couldn't find anything.
How's your,
Herb is a
how's your
madman
bet?
for chewing into the right mic right now.
I only did it for like a few seconds.
We're trying out some ASMR.
Yeah. Last week with the breathing. I don't know if anybody picked up on that.
Anyway, that is like genuinely though a scenario where nothing would surprise me. Is the NL Central? I guess kind of the same in the NL East minus the Marlins.
By the way, timeout. Brassard has 4 goals in 16 games. No assists.
What the? Okay.
He's a -6.
Is he their second line center?
Yes. You know what's funny? In 40 games, he was a -6 with the Penguins. In 10 games, he was a -6 with the Panthers. And right now in 16 games, he's a -6 with the Avalanche. That's impressive.
Did you see that? I think it was either McCann or McCann and Bukestad had like the same amount of points that Brassard had with the Penguins since they've been here. That he had like the entire entirety he was here.
Solid.
I'm not surprised if they did that in one game.
Well,
All right, so kind of started to already talk about baseball because of that, but baseball is officially back.
and I'm already triggered.
When we had our last show, there was that one series, but it wasn't like fully back. Now we got full slates of games.
That series
Every
was
single
really
day.
just for Ichiro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got full slates of games every single day. The Pirates start out their season in Cincinnati. We're all getting amped up, ready for first pitch to take place, and Starling Marte has a migraine. So he gets scratched. All of a sudden, J.B. Shuck is the starting center fielder
How
for opening
wasn't it
day.
Jason
Cue Conor
Martin?
McGregor. Who the fuck is that guy?
And honestly, he got on base twice or
Yeah.
something? Like, it wasn't even like he had their best hit ball that wasn't a hit.
Yeah.
As terrible as it sounds to say, like, that's not.
It was
A good thing,
smoker
but
at
yeah.
center field.
And then he walked in the ninth inning.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, he ends up being the opening day center fielder.
So, why wasn't that Jason Martin?
He liked that tweet, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah, I messaged
Why
him.
was
I
not
was like, I
Pablo
love this.
Reyes?
Yeah, even
I
somebody that's
forgot about him.
even somebody that was on the roster already.
Who is your backup center fielder?
Mm-hmm.
He's absolutely your backup center
It-
fielder.
Who
Does this
has
answer-
our shirt?
Does this answer the question though? Is it not Pablo Reyes as the true backup center fielder? Is it Shuck?
Well, Shuck didn't make the roster originally.
Oh, that's true. Like he was just being carried
Yeah.
because of Chisenhall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so. But so yeah,
I guess
exactly.
I guess you keep Pablo Reyes on the bench in case somebody else gets hurt and you have to put him somewhere else.
Because he can play multiple positions.
He ended up going in right field for Melky later in the game.
Which
and then-
he, oh man, Melky's so slow.
yeah.
I didn't get to watch that game. I didn't get to watch the Penguin game last night or the Pirates game on Thursday.
There were a few things that pissed me off with that game, and I have an actual question for you guys. I'm curious to see what you say. Do you want me to just ask it now?
Go ahead.
With the bullpen that you have, do you expect starters this early in the season to pitch past the 6th inning? Because I don't.
Are
think
you saying
they
if
should.
they're capable to?
no,
Like
just,
if they have enough pitches, where
just
are they
period.
throwing less?
just period, end of story. Because with this bullpen that we have, and if you, as much as people talk about saving starters' energy and not fatiguing them later in the season, you get 6 innings. I do not care. The back end of the bullpen should shut them down. Essentially, you have 4 guys that should be able to shut them down, but one of them did let up a 3-run home run.
Who was that?
Rich Rod.
Oh.
See,
So are you talking about Crick, Kella, Vasquez?
Vasquez, yeah.
I'll be honest. The only one that all the relievers to me kind of go year to year whether they're gonna be good or not.
Yeah.
To me, it's like Vasquez. Kella was terrible this spring.
He had a few good games.
Okay, yeah,
The games that he was pitching poorly, I noticed he was trying stuff, if that makes sense.
yeah, and that's that's Sarge texted me and was like, what do you think about spring training as far as like guys' performance? Like, does it worry you if they do bad? Are you excited if they do good? And I said, to be honest, no. I mean, especially for pitchers because typically they're like trying something. Like
Yeah.
if a guy is just like going into something like, I want to see how my fastball's feeling, and like just throwing straight fastballs, they could get hit pretty hard in
Yeah.
that spring training game.
And it's,
But
those guys have a roster spot on lock.
yeah. So to me, the only guys that that I care about in spring training are guys competing for jobs.
Yeah.
But the only reason we were talking about that was because Keone and Kella. But like Crick and Rodriguez, part of me is worried that they're not gonna be the same pitchers they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
As far as your original question, I think the only exception was the guy pitching yesterday, or not yesterday. on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
In Thailand. Like that's he had what, like 60 some pitches going into the 7th too. Like I definitely would have let him pitch the 7th and then 8th, 9th bullpen. But unfortunately the 7th was kind of where things got
poorly.
Didn't he pitch the 7th?
Yeah.
He started
And
the
then-
7th.
Yeah.
First
Then
guy
he
was
didn't
a
get
solo
anyone
shot,
out?
right?
what, so he walked the guy.
That was
Right.
a solo shot. Was it not a solo shot to start the inning?
No.
Oh. I had a long night
I
last night.
didn't watch the game. I was at PPG Paints Arena.
Oh wait,
so-
wait. Yeah, what's his name? Peraza.
Yeah.
Hit a home run. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, and then he walked the next guy, single, then they took him out. Dietrich hit a 3-run shot,
Iglesias
right?
hit a double. What?
Oh, yeah.
Iglesias, why did he have a multi-hit game? the guy
Just to spite us.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all.
for not signing him.
Yeah, just to spite us.
But it was just I thought that when the Pirates took that 2-1 lead, I was like, all right, that's game.
Mhm.
in this game, like Tyon's gonna go out for the next half inning, shut him down, and then that would be his game.
Well, very ironically, at the beginning of the game, my buddy Dave was here,
Mhm.
and I said, "This stadium is stupid." And he goes, "Why?" And I said, "If you hit a fly ball, it's 90% chance it's gonna be a home run." And he goes, "Oh." And
Iglesias almost hit a home run.
Yeah.
in the first, yeah.
Yeah, and that happened. I'm like, "See?" And he's like, "Yeah, every fly ball is making
And
it pretty deep."
Terrible job by the camera as well.
Yeah, he was
Made it like
drunk.
a moonshot, like,
But
and the ball wasn't even in the picture
yeah,
when they ended up. Yeah.
that game frustrated the hell out of me, especially at the very end.
And I mean, it's funny because you see people tweeting about how terrible the field is and stuff, like everything you hit into the air. But I mean, the Pirates can take advantage of that too.
Yeah,
They hit. I mean, Dickerson hit a home run, but too little, too late.
yeah.
But
The game was not nearly as bad as people make it out to be. The pitching wasn't bad, other than a few pitches that got absolutely cranked. It wasn't that bad.
which probably aren't cranked anywhere else.
Yeah, and some of the fielding, like Frazier falling down,
Yeah.
like that one, people were harping on. It's like everyone's gonna fall down. Like relax.
I
There are
didn't see
other
that.
things.
I didn't see it, to be honest.
That's the one I saw
on the
people
I
way
saw
home.
freaking out
Twitter
about.
react.
Yeah, that's the one I saw people freaking out about. I'm like, people are gonna fall down. Relax.
What did Josh Bell do? I saw Twitter react to that too.
Oh, the rundown. Oh my God, that
Everything
hurt
wrong.
me. That was Tyone and Bell.
Yeah.
That physically hurt me to watch. You know how you're supposed to like follow the guy down, and once they commit to the base, then you throw the ball. Do you understand? Or are you listening?
yeah. No.
You looked like you weren't listening at all.
Well, I was watching the TV, but yes.
Yeah, because Ryan Duman hit John Grabo with a baseball. So
Yeah, you gotta love the mid-2000s Pirates.
Bell gets him to turn around, then he fires the ball at Frazier. No one's covering first base. So whoever, I can't remember who's in the rundown, just runs back.
It was Votto. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, what the hell were you doing? What in the, where was this going to work?
I just remember seeing you tweet about Bell.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't even know if I was talking about his defense.
Oh.
He just
His
dude,
at-bats weren't great either.
My God.
He's so frustrating.
I shouldn't have bought a jersey.
Like, if there's a
Yeah.
guy,
Listen to us next time.
Well, hey, I asked him, and he told me to get a yellow. So
Why would you?
yeah, but he didn't know about
You
it.
didn't tell him about the curse.
yeah.
If
Hey,
there's a
I'm
guy
gonna
that
get your jersey, but you're gonna suck. Which one should I get?
if there's a guy that needed to have because it's only one game. If there's a guy that needs to have a huge start to the season, it's him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know. Hopefully it was just one game, but I mean,
This-
based off recent performance in past seasons,
This is a make-or-break season for him.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's supposed to be like the face of the franchise.
I won't go that
I mean,
far.
whenever he came up, he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be like
Well,
replacing Kutch.
it kind of helps because he hit a grand slam.
I mean, even when he was in the minors, that's what people thought of him was like he's like the next phase
See,
of the franchise.
Wasn't that just like people on Twitter? It wasn't like the
I mean,
overall
he's
consensus.
been like their top prospects typically haven't like lit it up in the minors, but he was somebody that actually like was playing really well in the minors.
Mhm.
He was a guy that should have been taken in the first round, but nobody thought they could sign him.
Mhm.
So the Pirates drafted him in the second and then threw way more than slot money at him. I mean, to me, I kind of thought, yeah, he was supposed to be the next guy. And he's also the team. I mean, this happened after he was already up, but the team really can't market Marte.
Now, yeah.
So, I mean,
You could argue Polanco too, but that wasn't through a draft.
Forgive and forget about Marte.
We
Yeah.
should know. We were
Polanco
interviewed
was a
about that.
pitcher when we signed him.
Yeah.
Some skinny,
You know,
16-year-old pitcher
just to bring that one full circle, Stenson Alley hitting
Yeah.
100.
for the Dodgers.
Is he in their
Right.
bullpen?
I don't think.
Okay, good.
I don't think he's even pitched in AAA.
Okay, good. Good.
So who's our face of the franchise? Tyon? Right now?
Yeah,
Or do we even
him and
have
Archer.
one?
him and Archer have to be.
I think Archer is, even though he hasn't been here as long, just because of who he is and his like
His
charismatic.
personality, yeah. Has to be.
Cervelli.
Yeah, he's gone after this year though, in my opinion.
Yeah, but for right now.
I mean, what are we
Yeah.
saying is the face of the franchise? The most notable, like the best player.
Who's the Andrew McCutcheon of this team?
No
not
one.
skill. No, not skill wise, but like
Marketability.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
saying. No one.
Tyon. Him and Archer are the only two you can market.
Yeah, that you can't. I just don't see it. Like I,
I mean,
don't.
you're getting to the point where you can start marketing Corey Dickerson.
Yeah, and that's another guy who's probably not here.
Yeah,
Past
much
this
longer.
season.
Yeah. Man, if they re-sign him, that's going to cause issues. That's gonna cause big issues.
Yeah, and when they don't re-sign him, it's going to cause issues.
Mm-hmm. For different reasons.
Yeah.
It's such a weird spot. There's such a average
Personally,
team.
I would give him an extension,
yeah
and
another
I mean, depending on what he wants, obviously.
another 2 years.
But yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, it would be a good problem to have if you create a log jam somewhere like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Jason Martin's ready, that's a good problem.
Yeah. And honestly, if you need to, then you have trade chips.
Right, and just because you would be giving Dickerson a new contract doesn't mean you couldn't trade him.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I think I would rather bring him back and have that going into next season.
Yeah, and if let's say you do sign him to a 2-year deal, a year, 2 years from now, if you are in the playoffs, or you know you're going to be in the playoffs, go out and get that ace, go out and get that good shortstop. I say good because who knows?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just sitting here waiting for the 2021 Pirates.
I'm sitting here waiting for the Pirates to not be in Pittsburgh in 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely
that a thing?
sure. I'm positive it's going to happen. Positive. The people in the city are stupid.
But like, why would they leave?
Because people are actively saying not to go to games, including John Steigerwald, because apparently people still give his opinion credit.
Does he even work for anyone?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
Like, is he relevant?
Honestly, I don't know what he does now.
Yeah, I don't.
Other
either.
than what's it called, the final word.
Oh,
Anyway, people are going at Colin Dunlap again. 1 game into the season, not even a home game, about him going to Pirate games, and he's like, "Listen, you're gonna do what you want to do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Don't say shit, because that's how it should be, right?"
well, that's like last year. Colin Dunlap called someone out. I don't know if it was on his show or on Twitter. It might have been both, but he said basically like, you tell my 6-year-old daughter that has cancer that she shouldn't go to a baseball game because of the owner.
Do that, please. Everyone
Like
will hate you.
he basically said like, if my kid wants to go to a baseball game, we're going.
He's completely right. If I want to go to a baseball game, I'm going.
Yeah, that's kind of like what we told Peep whenever he like.
Well, we'll get
Said
into
his
that
things
because
about
we're going to have
Pirates.
them on at some point.
Yeah.
We're going to have a sole episode for that.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying in general, it's like
Yeah, it's the
people
same
just
thing.
like to go to baseball games. You don't have to
Who ca-
like. People look into going to a baseball game way too much.
And the people that say like, "Oh, you're giving nutting your money," also don't understand that it's a revenue shared league.
Like when I go to a baseball game, I'm not thinking about the front office.
No.
I'm thinking about like going to a baseball game
And Zach
because I like baseball.
and Zach from Pittsburgh Clothing Company made a really good point last night that I overlooked for a while.
Doubt it.
Okay. He said, "I'm sick of it. Why are people costing essentially these businesses that need game traffic, like the restaurants around there, because they don't like the owner of the team?"
Yeah, what people need to realize is I don't care what it's not going to make a difference.
No.
Like,
And the biggest problem is if this team does leave and that stadium goes to waste, all those, like, everything on the North Shore is done. Yes, you have the Steeler game, but during the summer, nothing.
yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
They do not understand how instrumental the Pirates are to this city.
That's where we're gonna hold the H&S tourney now. Whenever they leave.
That's how we did the traffic back.
Yeah, really.
No, but I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, I don't have a problem. Like I tweeted this. Like, I don't have a problem with the way anybody feels
Yeah.
about the Pirates as long as there's like a reason and I
Mhm.
can understand it. And I understand people's frustrations with the team.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't get frustrated.
Mhm.
If you don't want to go to a game, I totally get it.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not for me to say. Just like it's not for you to say that I shouldn't go.
Yeah, and the other thing that kind of pisses me off is the fact that the people that say you shouldn't go to games kind of seem misinformed and don't care about it. Because they're like, nutting for 20 years. No. Nutting bought the team in what, 2007? Something like that?
Yeah.
Late 2000s?
Yeah.
McClatchy was the worst owner.
Yeah, I mean,
By far and away.
these guys have had to kind of dig themselves out of a hole.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You can bitch and moan about money all you want. You're lucky he bought the team. Because if he didn't, they would have been gone by now.
well, it could have also been somebody else as long as it still wasn't Kevin McClatchy.
Yeah.
January 12th, 2007. Nutting becomes Pirates principal owner.
I'm just sick of people being so selfish, nearsighted, and just willing to be stupid. Like I said, you can have like you said, you can have your own opinion. I don't care. Just understand what you're saying before you say it.
Yeah. Well, there's people on both sides because
Yeah.
there's also people that are like overly supportive and don't understand it
Mhm.
from that perspective. Like I saw somebody say about like, the Pirates weren't even in the top 5 lowest spenders in free agency.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The payroll's still low as hell.
Yeah.
And they had glaring needs. And
Mhm.
also with a lot of those teams, like they're not preaching that they're trying to contend right
Yeah.
now. Like
The-
those are
the
teams
only-
that we know are going to be
The only
bad.
one that I just retweeted that just for the fun of it because Chicago was in the bottom 5.
Mm.
And I was just like, yeah, anybody complaining about money
Yeah, and Chicago openly said they weren't going to be spending in free agency though.
because they're
Yeah,
broke.
Yeah.
They can't put money into the team.
We just got blue balls.
But how many I was looking at a chart of teams' percentages
Mhm.
and increase or decrease from last season. And the Pirates, I think, is like a decrease of 18%.
Oh yeah.
I think that they're the only team with a decrease that's like supposed to be above 75 wins.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. The other big issue is the TV deal's up after this year.
yeah, no one talked about that.
Yeah, and
It's not
that's
even the worst TV deal in baseball.
That is the big difference between the Pirates and any other
Do you
small
have any
market
idea
team.
how much money they get for their TV deal?
$20 million.
Yeah, it's not much.
I thought I was gonna say 30 million as a guess.
Yeah.
but
$20 million.
okay.
Seeing as how
And
Dodgers
someone compared it to the Dodgers, who makes like
200
$200 million.
Them, like the Yankees, like all these teams that have their own, they have their own network for their team.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Pirates are televised on a network
that has
along with like West Virginia
basketball.
conference. Yeah,
Yeah,
West Virginia stuff,
and occasionally RMU.
Penguin games.
Yeah, that's about it.
Um,
That's the only thing of note.
what the hell else
Bowling.
is on AT&T Sports?
Bowling,
Yeah, some like outdoor living stuff sometimes.
poker. It's so frustrating.
As opposed to like the Yes Network for the Yankees.
Yeah, and like if they don't get,
Even didn't the Marlins just get a new deal like
I think
recently?
so.
And it's-
Yeah,
Yeah.
the people are so dense because their TV numbers are also down like 7%. I believe it was something like that. The people are so dense that they also don't understand that even if you watch on TV, that's not going straight to Nutting. That's going to the MLB to split up through everyone. It's not hard to understand that.
Oh, never mind. The Marlins is coming up too. It ends after the 23
Oh.
season.
Okay.
They only get between 15 and 20 million.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, it should theoretically be a lot higher because how big of a market Miami is. But anyway, if the Pirates do not get a better TV deal, which if the ratings keep going down, they will not, they're absolutely boned.
I was just curious, so I looked up the Padres TV deal, and there's nothing about them recently. But
Mhm.
in 2012, they got a deal worth up to 1.2 billion.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah.
The Padres?
Yeah.
San Diego likes baseball. Their attendance is not bad,
Yeah.
even when they're
And
really
it's
bad.
gonna be. Yeah, it
I'll
should
be
be
there
pretty
in 3 weeks.
with Machado
Patient.
there now and Tatis, who they lobbied for to start their opening day.
Patties.
Oh, so we were talking about, and I mean, it slipped my mind with everything that was going on with me personally last week, where I could barely breathe.
Yeah.
You only need to spend 15 days in the minors for the team to have that extra year of control. So that is why Vlad Jr.
Yep.
and Nick Senzel, or however you say it, and they're both hurt now too. So those teams don't even have to justify it.
Yeah.
Vlad got hurt and wouldn't have been able to start opening day,
Yeah.
and same with Nick Senzel or whatever in Cincinnati.
I think it's Senzel.
yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff Locke is on my TV. So
Speaking
But
of Vlad,
that's why Chris Bryant with the Cubs, they
Came
held
up
him
with-
down
yeah.
there, for 2 weeks.
speaking of Vlad and
Yeah,
what?
knee on knee.
What? Oh, you just started laughing. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Vlad and the Toronto Blue Jays. When is Marcus Stroman going to be a Pirate?
when's his contract?
I
up?
mean, Archer and him need to quit flirting on Twitter and just make a deal already.
Yeah. It kind of makes me wonder if Archer is saying anything, in the organization, hey,
Like kind of
if
hinting to
the
Neil.
Blue Jays are going to be bad this year,
get him out
and
of
they
there.
are selling Stroman.
I mean, could you our rotation if you add Stroman,
Better than Keuchel.
He was
Kion, Archer, Stroman, Musgrove, Williams.
he was pretty rough last season. I don't know why I worded it like that, but he had a rough year last year, and
It's pretty rough.
we should have bought low on him last year.
I mean, he is still in a beast of a division,
Mm-hmm.
so could still have a rough season.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty much locked in at 4th.
Yeah.
So
I
With
cannot
the-
see them finish
With the
in fifth.
Orioles roster that
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
like it should be competing
Yeah.
for a Horace Nickel trophy.
Barstool quoted
Who
the
are
Orioles
you
tweet
people?
of the opening day roster,
Mhm.
and they're like, 0-162 isn't out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Who is the
Although,
most?
did they win today against the Yankees?
Yeah.
They
So-
beat the Yankees?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So Chris Davis is there, and that's not a good thing.
No.
But
That's
that's
like
a
their
player that
notable
people
name.
would know.
yeah.
Beyond him,
I knew no one.
Jonathan VR
Oh,
is
yeah.
there,
Brewer.
and I think that's it.
Yep. What's their pitching staff look like? Darren O'Day?
I don't know.
Michael Givens.
Okay. That's about it.
I literally can't name. Like I can't name.
Cashner's a starter there. So is Cobb.
You put a bullet. You
Dylan
put
Bundy.
a gun to my head and tell me to name like someone on the roster besides VR and Davis. Is like, shoot me. I don't know.
Do it. What just happened?
Trey Mancini. I actually kind of like him.
I think
I
he
didn't
fucked
know-
up the camera.
I didn't unplug anything. I didn't even touch anything.
Can you hear us?
They can hear us. I just don't know why the camera's fucked up.
I don't know. Unplug. Plug back in.
Twitch.
That's not Twitch. Well, keep going.
Yeah, I don't know. We just have a black screen now,
Yeah.
but it's whatever. I'll say I
Can we
didn't.
just put up a picture of us?
Oh no, the recording stopped. Oh no, it didn't. There we go.
Can we just put up a picture of us?
Well, that was weird.
Okay, we're good.
All right. So anyway,
Oh, that was panic season.
yeah, they suck. Chisenhall, we didn't talk about this. He's out 4 to 6 weeks.
So-
that's why Melky was starting in right field.
Because that happened in the second to last spring training game.
Of course.
Why are you starting roster players? Why are you playing roster players?
Yeah, that was. I mean, a lot of the regular guys played that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
There was absolutely no reason.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like people didn't. I don't even think anybody really thought it was like that serious. If they did, it
Yeah.
was like being disclosed pretty well, and then out 4 to 6 weeks. So it's Melky time. Even though I'd like to see a little bit more Pablo Reyes out there,
I think you will.
but yeah,
Melky's too slow and too old.
or even if it meant like Frazier in right field and Kevin Newman at second.
Pablo Reyes.
No,
second.
yeah, I mean I'd rather have Pablo Reyes in there. I'm just giving you another alternative as
Yeah.
opposed to having Melky out there.
Yeah.
But-
why Lonnie Chisenhall has to have the worst luck.
Yeah, like people are calling him injury prone and stuff, and like that's
He
fair.
is,
But like
yeah.
it's normally like his hamstrings and stuff. You can't help.
You
get
can't
hit
fault
on
him.
the,
Yeah.
Yeah, hit on the hand by a pitch.
Ugh.
Um,
It's gonna be
Also
one of those
injury.
years.
Brewers lose Corey Knebel to Tommy John. Which
Knievel.
Huh?
Knievel.
okay. Evil Knievel.
Yeah.
That's pretty important.
Very.
If
If they
they
lose
don't even
Hader-
have Jeffress right now either. He's starting on the IL.
Yeah. If they lose Hader, they're kind of boned.
Yeah. People were probably relating it to fantasy, buying low on him, thinking he was going to come back at some point.
Yeah.
But he said he's been dealing with this for like close to 5 seasons.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
His elbow.
Yeah.
That.
And like one of those years was like incredibly dominant. Just 2
Yeah.
years ago or something like that. He was ridiculous.
Couldn't be me.
Do they sign Kimbrel? Do they?
I was about to bring that up because I saw that they're still like in talks with him. You know, they're touching base
Yeah.
every once in a while with him. I could see it.
At this point.
I think that might be like the move that makes it happen.
It has to be. You have nothing in your bullpen.
Yeah, beyond Hader and Jeffress is pretty good too, but like I said, he's hurt right now, and I don't know what his timetable is either.
Exactly.
But even so, I mean, what are they going to end up caving to give Craig Kimbrel?
Oh, God. I don't even want to know.
I can't wait for it to happen.
Watch him sign with, like, the A's.
I hope it cripples that franchise.
We'll give you Cal Crick for Yelly. How about that?
3-run blast opening day,
Yeah.
and then Goldschmidt hits 3 homers against them.
5 years.
We get to see him Monday. Yay.
5 years.
Yeah, he got an extension already.
I hate the Diamondbacks. I hate the Diamondbacks so much.
Mhm.
They got fleeced.
Let's say the Diamondbacks just committed to rebuilding.
I don't even think that.
I think it's like they're trying to do like a soft rebuild.
Mm.
Like they're not gonna be good, but at the same time they don't want to be that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got pieces that could play in the majors back.
Yeah, who was the pitcher that went?
Luke Weaver.
Yes.
So like us
Yeah.
trading like Cole.
Yeah.
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 Even though I'm still kind of pissed about people complaining about Moran's batting.
Yeah.
He hit 280.
I mean-
He hit 280.
Yeah. It wasn't.
And I had his jersey and he hit 280. Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine if he didn't. He'd be hitting 400.
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad.
It was
I
just it wasn't the power you were expecting, and also he would have had to hit 400
Except
you
for
to
opening
appreciate
day.
the trade. Appreciate, make it good. Except for opening day, yeah.
Grand Slam.
It's just like I don't know how to word this. It's just boring. Like it's
Oh,
a
yeah, I
boring
agree.
return.
His fielding's also
Yeah.
not great.
Yeah.
Get like that.
He's a statue.
That's fair.
His speed is 20 on the show, which I was surprised was that high.
There's somebody else with 20.
There's people with 0.
Yeah, they're still faster.
Yeah, exactly. They don't look like they're 0. Like
Also, I found somebody in the show with a 6 overall.
what?
Yeah,
6?
6.
Overall.
Yeah.
Wait, is this out of 99?
Yes.
Yeah.
0 to 99.
And you're
Like when you
6?
when you
Uh-huh.
start a guy on Road to the Show, you're like a 52.
Yeah.
Who is a 6?
I have to go
Chris
back. and
Davis?
look. Yeah.
How about Jeff not even being on there?
At
Like,
first.
Like I went through, yeah. Well, I was going even through like roster vaults, and there
Who's
was
Jeff?
Hartley.
Oh.
There's like a 90-man roster that somebody created. Has a ton of guys in the minors. Like Jared's on there, and everything, and it still didn't have Jeff.
Oh.
And Jared's actually kind of looks like him. I took a picture and sent it to him.
Nice.
Actually, now I got to pull it up to show you. But
By the way,
anyway,
if anyone lives around Altoona, we'll be coming out for a game soon. Ish.
Eventually.
Yeah. Before the 1st. June 1st. It does kind of look like him. They got the skin tone right.
yeah. But okay, so for example, like even on this list, Steven Jennings is on there, who was also on the show, but he's only 19. Christian Kelly, O'Neal,
Somehow forgot.
Swaggerty.
Jeff Hartley.
Okay, so Zach replied to the picture of everybody in Cincinnati,
Mhm.
and he said, "Note to self: never mess with Ryan, like Ryan Platt." it's just like Ryan just looks like a rough dude in this picture.
He
He looks like a hardened criminal. He looks like a
Looks tough.
GTA character, but they're like
I'm
in
Dale
disguise.
Morris.
Yeah, they're trying to act normal right now. They're not committing crimes.
You look like a GTA character. Yeah, well, his shoes aren't really like in disguise. Freaking, I need
Neon.
sunglasses looking
Yeah.
at those. That's what I told him. That's
Towering over
a
everybody.
nice shirt to the left, by the way.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, and the Pirates retweeted that picture, so everybody that
Ah.
follows the Pirates is seeing that picture now. Probably wondering where they can get that shirt, and the answer to that is Spreadshirt.
I
The
can't wait.
Pirates have to know that's a thing, right?
Yeah, well, how about I wore that to a game last year, and the cameraman was like, I like that shirt, but I can't put it on
Yeah.
camera."
Yeah.
He's like, I get it, but I can't put it on camera.
Is it because it has Buckin?
It's
Yeah,
implying the F word,
Yeah,
Oh.
even though they did milk the hell out of Clint Hurdle saying buckin.
absolutely.
Anyway, I cannot wait until those shirts somehow magically start popping up in the strip,
Yeah,
Magically.
just like all of Zach's.
people will know where it came from. Angels lose Upton for 2 to 3 months, possibly. 8 to
We'll do,
12
Amanda.
weeks.
We'll do.
Oh, really?
That was full on ASMR.
I
That was
say you
full
literally-
on ASMR.
Stop.
So I want to look at their like promotional schedule out there.
We need to go to one of the
And
Inzer
then go.
games.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like
Yeah.
I want to look and see like when they're wearing one of those jerseys. See if they have anything like else going on. Like if they have like a bobblehead somewhere around there too, it would be cool.
Imagine going to Altoona for the giveaways and not to see your friend play baseball.
Yeah, and that's also Jared's gonna sign some stuff for the bash there too. So we'll have some stuff from him. But yeah,
Do we want to tease some of the stuff that Jeff got or no?
yeah, sure. Okay,
Tease.
so
Because
So-
there was some crazy stuff in there.
so you guys saw the bat already
wait,
from Swaggerty.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are any of the shoe sizes 16?
I would guess no.
What are you going to put them on?
I would guess no.
Okay, never mind.
Hey, Jeff, guess what? I put on your shoes.
But
Okay,
anyway,
Buffalo Bill.
You're the one asking if they have
I
a
know.
16.
I was joking. That's my favorite thing to do going into shoe stores. Hey, do you guys have any size 16s? And they just go,
They just look
No.
at you like, no.
so originally what he had told me was signed cleats from Will Craig and another pair of signed cleats from Blake Wyman, and then a signed hat by, and this is separately, all these guys. I thought at the time it was they were all
all in
signing one, but
Yeah.
if you saw the picture,
There's
just
a ton of hats.
it looks like a lid shipment. So, Adrizal himself, Vera, Liriano, Neveraskis,
Or is it Lirianzo?
both.
Oh.
Escobar, McRae, Waddell. and then the
Liriano,
sign-
like Francisco.
I guess.
Oh,
Signed ball by Reynolds, Martin, Tucker, Keller, Craig, Hayes, Brubaker. And they said also going to try to get a bat once season or spring training ends. But in this picture, I can tell that there's more than, and also the piece of paper, there's more than that. Like, I'm trying
There's
to
a third pair of cleats in there.
That's what I mean. And it
Yeah.
also says under cleats, when I'm looking at the names, it says Martin and Tucker. Names under the cleats. So I don't know if they're like individual or if they like all signed multiple, like certain pairs, like there's multiple signatures.
And same thing with the balls.
if
You
we
only
got
see
that many
one.
cleats. That's pretty dope.
Yeah. And yeah, with the baseball too, I don't know if that's all those signatures on one.
Well, that one ball does not look loaded at all.
No, yeah, you're right.
I
It's
think
just the
it's
one
all separate
on
balls.
the palm tree.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But as you can tell with the hats, there's a ton there, and I know Travis's hat is in there too. So he, yeah, because I was texting him and said, thank you for sending all this stuff, and he said that he accidentally left out the note he was going to send. But his hat was, or Jeff asked him to, if he didn't want his hat, if he could give it to that, and he's like, oh, I'm sending stuff for that too. So yeah,
Fair
here,
enough.
sure.
Saturday, May 11th, they're giving away a Key Brian Hayes Golden Gloves bobblehead. He has 2 gold gloves on.
That's pretty cool.
You know, I thought about.
It has to be. We have to go before June 1st. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
So I thought about getting a Hayes jersey now. So if I'm ruining him for this year. So when he gets up here, he'll be fine.
No,
but
because it's not a 1-year thing.
We don't know that.
We know this. Josh Bell.
Tyon's good. He just
Josh
he
Bell.
just got cancer. Whenever I bought his jersey.
fair point.
So what do you want to do to Brian?
Polio.
Whatever happens, happens. I just buy the jersey. But I'm just trying to avoid this.
Stop buying jerseys. That's how you avoid it. Just buy blank ones. Save some money too.
That's dumb.
Jamal Maddox is going to have a Brian Hayes jersey.
Oh, he will. Absolutely.
Well,
He tweeted about
I want one now.
You don't know what number he's going to wear.
Doesn't matter.
Do yourself a favor. Buy an Altoona one.
What am I going to wear to a game in Altoona?
Trust the Bucket Process shirt.
Yeah, and then everyone would know it's us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
that's what
that shit.
that's why I figured all three of us would probably wear the same shirt.
We should just get Drunken Buck. Oh, Jeff loves that shirt too. By
Does
the way.
he?
I'm about to send that to. Yeah, I'm going to send that to him separately. I think
I'm gonna be honest. I made that shirt for you, and I'm like, I hate this so much.
with even the Drake writing.
Yeah.
The script.
I was like,
You also made the anti-Pirates fan shirt.
yeah, but I didn't
that
put that
even
up.
I was say, is that even on
You,
there?
you didn't put it up.
You can't do double-sided
Then we
prints
should
on
just
a store.
then we should just delete it off our Instagram because it's on there.
Oh yeah, you can. I'm still gonna probably buy one for myself at least.
I was like looking at it. I was like, do we even have these? Because I didn't think we did.
No, it won't let
we
you
have
do
to have
double-sided prints.
a separate conversation, not on here. But we also don't have a design on there anymore. A different one
Okay.
that I noticed.
Is it because of
I went
copyright?
apparently.
Yeah.
It's been on there for a while, and it just got taken down.
I'll look after this. I
But
don't
anyway,
know why.
Wonder which one.
But anyway,
It's not one
um,
of the big ones, is it?
I mean, I know people other than myself that have it. Yeah.
It's
all right.
not a lot of people,
So
is it?
no.
Okay, good.
So if you are currently still watching us on Twitch, thank you for watching. If you're watching, not following, please hit that follow. You can, if you want, hit that subscribe button that's above where it says Pod Hub Network, and subscribe to us either for free if you have Amazon Prime, or anybody you know has Amazon Prime and you can link it to your Twitch account. You get one free Twitch Prime sub every month that you'll have to renew on your own right here. Or you can just subscribe to us for starting at $5 a month. But you know what? Why not just go all the way up to tier 3?
Oh
You know what I mean?
Tier 3. I mean, what's $25 a month?
Exactly. To support us, you'll probably see it come right back to you somehow.
More than likely.
Yeah. So
We're very giving.
if you are listening on Spotify or iTunes, or if you're one of those people that for some reason are listening directly on Spreaker,
one of those people.
You're wild, but please
You're
go,
wild.
please come on Twitch and join us live next time. If you're watching the YouTube video, thank you. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere else.
Oh,
We'll
before
talk
I
to you.
forget, Corey Dickerson launches Assist for Autism initiative. Shout out to Herb. He's autistic.
Oh, God. Come back next week. Talk to us then. Bye-bye.
20 bands on me, can't even fit inside the wall.